In the first module, we had learnt about non-contact forces and contact forces. So first of all, what is force? Force is a push or a pull that occurs due to the interaction between two objects. So the two objects could be me and the chair, or the chair and the ground. In cases when the two objects have to be in contact for the force to be exerted, such forces are called contact forces, whereas in those cases when the objects do not have to be in contact for the force to be exerted, those forces are called non-contact forces. Let us in this video look at a few examples of contact forces and understand them. The two basic contact forces, or the two most common contact forces, are muscular force and the frictional force. So we've learnt about frictional force in the last video, and let us quickly just look at them once more. So first of all, what is muscular force? Well, muscular force is the force that you apply through your muscles. So if I have to get up, I have to push on the ground like this, and that is muscular force. Or if I have to move this chair, I'm going to use my muscles to push the chair. And everything that we do around us, all the work that we humans do, that is done through our muscular force, because we use our muscles to do that work. The second contact force, and why is muscular force contact force? Well, whenever we have to push something, we have to be in contact with that force, with that object. So if I have to push this chair, I will have to touch the chair. I cannot push this chair without touching it, right? I cannot push it unless I have some superpower. But yeah, without that, I cannot apply muscular force without touching. I need to touch the chair, only then can I apply the muscular force. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And now coming to the second contact force, which is frictional force. Frictional force occurs, we've seen in the last video, due to the interaction between two. So whenever two objects are in contact with each other and they are moving relative to each other, just like the chair and the floor right now. So if I push the chair like this, so because the chair and the ground are in contact, there is a frictional force between them. And what is exactly friction and why does it occur? We'll look at that in the coming videos. But for now, I'm just understand this part. So for frictional force to be there, the two objects have to be in contact, because that is basically what friction is. Friction occurs only in cases when the two objects are in contact. If I let's say raise this chair and now push it, see, there is no resistance to motion. I can very easily move it. But if I place it on ground, when it is in contact with the floor, now it's tougher for me to push the chair. See, it's more hard to pull or push the chair, whereas in the when I lift it, there is no contact with the ground, so there is no resistive force. The point here is that friction occurs only when there is contact between the two objects. If there is no contact, there will be no friction, and that's why these two forces are contact forces. And these are the two most common contact forces that we look around us. Obviously there are many more contact forces like air resistance, tension and other things, but for now let's focus on only these two contact forces. That's it for this video.